everyone, it's Anthony Fuller here from idiotmakingmoneyonline.com, bringing you the second video from our How to Find a Niche Market series. So in the last video I showed you how you can use a free tool called Market Samurai to automatically generate good keywords in your chosen subjects that had low competition but also had search volume that potentially we'll be able to use for our website. Now what we need to do is we need to take that a step further and actually do something called competitor analysis. And that basically means reviewing the top 10 websites and seeing how strong they are and hopefully finding some really weak markets that we can actually break into. Now, of course, Market Samurai has the functionality to do that within the software itself, but because I want to show you completely free methods of doing this, I've decided to just show you the online version here in this video today. So what we did, if you can remember, is we actually got Market Samurai to give us a bunch of keywords and we exported those to Excel, so I have them on a spreadsheet on my desktop, so we'll be using that a little later. So to get started with this, what you're going to need to do is just below this video here there's a link to get the online access to the competitor analysis tool. So what I'm going to need you to do is just click that link and I'll see you over on the webpage. So once you've clicked the link, you'll be brought onto the SEO Moz homepage, and as you can see here, you can start your free trial. So you just need to click that. Let me just remove that screen. So you click the start free trial, and you'll be able to use the software for 30 days free. So as you can see, they ask for 3 basic pieces of information here. They ask for your email, name, nickname, password, but they ask you for your billing information. Now don't worry, they're not going to charge you any money, but what will happen is after your 30 days are up, they'll bill you for $99 for the next month. So of course what you do is you just, after 29 days, you just cancel the account and you don't get charged anything. Of course, if you like the software, I mean, it's a great piece of software. If you like it, then just leave it and they'll bill you and you'll be able to use all the great features in the tool. So once you've done that, fill in your billing address, all quite standard. You'll be asked to verify your email, all pretty standard stuff. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back to the home page and I'm going to log into my account, and let me just log in here. So what you do is, I think you'll be automatically logged in if you're a first time user. So let me just put my details in here. And if the first time you're using this, they'll try and get you to start a campaign. As you can see, I've got a campaign set up here for cheapchinosformen.com, but just ignore that because you haven't got a website set up at this stage. So what you want to do is you want to go research tools. Now there's a few great tools in here. The link research analysis is what we'll use to actually delve deeper into all of this, but what you want to click for now is just the keyword analysis tool. And what we're going to do is we're just going to bring up the spreadsheet from what we got generated from the Market Samurai tool. So this is all the what I've done is I just merged 2 of the spreadsheets together. So what I did is I've done training and I've done tutorials. Now at the moment the spreadsheet's a bit messy, so I'm going to just clean it up so it's easier for us to review. So because we're looking for an exact match domain name, I'm going to get rid of this piece of data here, which is broad and phrase. So it just leaves us with the exact match, how many searches per month we should get from the exact matches. Now as you can see, phrase to broad was quite important, but it's via decimal points here. So I'm just going to format the cells and I'm just going to go number and I'm going to put that to 0, and then that will change that to the percentage. So that's actually a percentage there. SEO competition is obviously quite important, but to be honest with you, all of this for now isn't really important, so I'm just going to delete all of that. And these are the main things. So what we're going to do is we're just going to start looking at some of our keywords and pick some ones out. So, you know, to start off with, HGV training, it's got 112 per, I think this is actually per day. And it's got a phrase to broad of 67, which is healthy. And it's only got 15,000 competing websites. So it looks, to start off with, it looks like a really good website to analyze. So all you do is similar to the keyword tool, is you just put in any phrase that you want and you can analyze it. So HGV training, because we're in the UK, I'm going to search the UK results here, but you can, obviously, if you're from America, you can do this exactly the same. And we're going to run the report. And the keyword difficulty tool is just going to load the results. Now, what we're going to see on the next page, which I'll show you, is the top 10 search results as if you was to put it in Google. But what it's going to tell us is a lot more information about those sites. Now, this, for all you kind of idiots out there who don't really know anything about online business, you know, I was in that position, I didn't know anything. You rank on Google by the amount of links that you get to your website. So obviously the more links that you get, the better. But not just the more links you get, but also the quality of the links that you get. So if you get a link, let's say you're in position number 30 and you get a link from position number 1, that will boost you up the search engine results. But what is a link? Okay, a link is simply a piece of text actually linking back to your website. Okay, sometimes the tool does this. It seems to have just crashed a little bit there. I don't know why. Sometimes I think it gets overloaded sometimes, but you just need to reload it again. So a backlink is just a link to your website. So if that page number 1, they would say, hey, check out this great page, HGV training. Or if you need HGV training advice, and it will be hyperlinked to your website. So what this is going to show us, this tool, is how many links are going to the competitor websites, and if they've got a strong amount of links, then it's not going to be one that we want to go into. So here we can see the stats have now turned up. Now the first thing you want to check is this. As you can see, the keyword difficulty is moderately competitive, so 36%. It's not really that competitive, to be honest with you. Now this is the best thing probably. So it gives you domain authority and it gives you page authority. The domain authority is that domain name itself. So let me give you an example. Let me actually come down in here and give you an example. So the domain authority is wallaceschool.co.uk. How many links are actually going to Wallace School, and how strong that domain name as just on its own is. The page authority is this specific page, which is LGV HGV driver training. So that's a page within that website, and how strong that page is, because what you can have is sometimes you can have strong domain names which are ranked, but their pages aren't actually that strong, or vice versa. So just going back to this, what you're looking for is really, what we want to try and do is rank number 1 on Google. So really that needs to be the key focus, number 1. So you can see they've got a domain authority of 31 and a page authority of 42. So here you can actually see, if we go into the analysis side of things here, you can actually see that 66 websites are linking in to the website, and it has a domain authority of 31. The page, again, it has 62 links and it has a page authority of 42. Now that's quite strong. Now let's just compare that to something else, which is here. As you can see, this website, it only has 1 link linking to that page, which means that specific page, which is LGV training on apextrainingcenters.co.uk, that's weak. Okay, and the website itself isn't too strong either. If I now come over to lgvhgvtrainingcourses.gov, now this is actually a government website, so the domain name itself is 100%, which is saying, Google are telling you here, they're saying this is a strong domain. So that's why they've put it in the search results. Here you can see it's got 555,000 linking domains to this website, but the page itself has got 0 links. So that is why it's not number 1, simply because the page itself isn't strong, but the domain is strong. So this is how Google works. It uses a combination of domain strength and page strength. Now obviously in an ideal world, what you want to do is you want to get both. You want to get strong, and that's why LGV training is actually ranked number 1. So that's how you do the competitor research. Now, to be honest with you, I mean, SEO mods have kind of painted the picture for you, because the darker colours obviously mean stronger competition, and the lighter colours mean weaker competition. But this potentially looks like a term we could go for. So what I do now is I just go back to this, I select the row, I come onto just a fill colour, and I say green, because we want to look at this. Now let's just take the next one on the list, which is Prince2 training. So I'm just going to do Prince2 training.co.uk, and in the UK I'm just going to search that. Now just while that's loading, one of the good methods you should do when you do this is just actually put in the site itself. So if we actually go HGV training, and what you can do is you can just have a look around at some of the adverts. So you see these adverts up the top here, these top three, and all these down the sides. These are paid adverts. So these are the types of adverts that you could expect to appear on your web page. So you know, if you made a website about HGV training, good adverts will turn up on the website, which means you can actually do it. But of course, the second, as we're building an Amazon AdSense website, we'll need to check if there's anything on Amazon that will actually support our course. So I've put in Prince2 training, and as you can see, it's more competitive, 48%, and you know, there's some strong numbers at the top here. So let's have a look, and it's actually the Prince2 website. Look at this. Look, the page linking domain has 555 links. So that is going to be a very difficult term to actually beat. And because it's a Prince2, you know, from my experience, I know is a brand name. So we couldn't really create a website called prince2.co.uk because we'd probably be in copyright infringement. So therefore, that's not any good, that one anyway. So what you would do is literally rinse and repeat this. Let's have a look. Let's see if we can find another potential good one, which is as good as HGV training. As you can see, HGV training actually appears to be one of the better ones, but I don't want to go with jobs because job sites are difficult to rank for. What about this one, this iPath training? I don't know what that is, so let's just, you know, let's just roll with this. So now I'm just going to do iPath training. And I mean, again, if iPath is a brand name, then it's probably not one that we want to analyze. It's paramedic training. There we go. That seems like a good one. It's got 40 there. It's 55. Paramedic training looks like a good one. So let's have a look at this as well after. So again, this is the keyword tools, just loading up the results, and it takes a minute or so to do this. So 37, so that's a good start. Now let's have a look. Oh, okay, there you go, straight away, iPath.org. So it is a brandable, and you can see that there's too much strength at the top there. So let's do paramedic training. As you can see, this is quite a manual. This is a bit of a manual process. I mean, it is a lot quicker to do it in the Market Samurai software itself, because you literally get all those keywords and you just plug them straight in. But you know, this is a great tool, got a great free way of doing it, and all you need to do is go one by one. So I'm just going to do this final one, and then I'm going to leave you guys. And in the next video, I'm going to hopefully reveal which Amazon AdSense website I'm going for, and give a detailed explanation as to why I'm going to go for it. But here you can see, just on this one, another example, 44% competitive, so it's a bit more. But the problem with this one is that the top websites here, you know, look, you can actually see nhscareers.nhs. There's no way you're going to outrank those. You know, this website here, you can see, is quite weak, but you know, it defeats the point. What we want to try and do is get #1 on Google. So we want to make sure that #1 spot is just maybe like a website like this, just relatively not really strong. So I'll see you. I hope that helps you guys. If you've got any questions, pop them in the box. And what I'll do is, like I said, I'm going to show you the pro version of Market Samurai, so you can do this in a lot quicker and a lot more slicker. And like I said, on the next blog post, hopefully I'll be able to reveal to you what my Amazon AdSense website is going to be. And